Hello Leo, welcome to or welcome back to Marion K Tarot. This will be your general reading for September 2024. Hope we're all doing well, you lovely lions, and that you all had a beautiful birthday, and you're all well recovered and now ready to carry on with your new birthday year, your new solar year. So this month I have chosen to use the Wisdom of Pooh tarots, and I have got the mini size and I have got the full size, and I thought it would be fun to clarify with the mini deck here. So this is the two that I'm going to be using. So as I say, I hope you're well, Leo. Let's just have a wee look and see. I'm still trying to work out the best angle for these cameras. Just to see, like, so I can include as much as possible, you know, into the reading and that. So if you've watched any of the first four signs, there's a different camera angle, but I think I kind of like this one. We'll see how it goes, right? Let me know in the comments. Okay, so let's get stuck into this. Can I have some cards, please, for Leo for September 2024, please? Gosh, you even believe it's 20th September? You know, I was scrolling, because that's what we do on social media the other day, and I seen this like meme that says this year has went like January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. And it kind of feels like that. So let's see, what's this come out? Strength. There you are, Leo, popping right out in your cards. Right, well, I love this, right? And I love the fact that strength is Winnie the Pooh and a heffalump. I just, honestly, this deck is just adorable. Okay, so let's see what else we've got. Oh, we've got the Eight of Wands. We've got the Knight of Swords. We've got the Devil. The Star. The Hanged Bear, which is obviously the Hanged Man. Just pop these up here so you can see them as best as possible. And we have got, what's this? The Seven of Wands. The Page of Chocolate Pentacles. And the Seven of Swords. Sorry, I said that slowly there. I was just double checking at the bottom of the deck we've got the Chariot. Okay, so where am I? What's my opening gambit with you, Leo? First of all, it feels that you're in a hurry, Leo, which isn't always, you know, a very fixed sign thing. You know, like sometimes fixed signs like to take their time and weigh up all the options, but you're a fire sign, so you know that kind of a changes a wee bit. But it feels very much, I mean, here you are right at the beginning of the reading, so you're very much present in your own mindset. Just wait a second while yeah, that's better. We can see now. Yeah, so the strength card here, you showing up right at the beginning of your reading, jumping out of the deck, if you recall, and really just showing up for yourself. And I think that's maybe been a wee bit difficult to do in the past. You know, you've been present. I mean, let's face it, I mean, you can't really miss a Leo. But I think that for some of you, it's been very much where you've kind of not necessarily bowed out of the limelight, but allowed others to shine for you. But I think in the month of September, you're really wanting to go forward and you're really wanting to just remind people that, you know, you have got that sparkle. And I think at times you've been quite happy for somebody else to take the reins and really to give you a break. You know, well, as much a break as anybody can give a Leo, but that's what it feels like. Um, you've had this period of time where you've needed to kind of tap into your reserves of inner strength, but now you're very much on a journey of discovery again. You're, you know, this be maybe kind of it's almost like a vacation in the middle of the year. You know, you've had this sort of a, you know, downtime, down tools time, and you maybe kind of took some space to reflect and some introspection and maybe to heal yourself as well, Leo, particularly with a star card right in the middle. Um, that represents Aquarius, so your opposite sign. So it might have been where you've had to, you know, take a wee bit time out, just really kind of go within, find yourself, you know, face your inner demons here. With that devil card, it could be that, you know, there's been this opportunity for you to, you felt like you're in a place where it's safe for you to have done that. You know, it's safe for you to have let the reins go just a little bit, you know, relaxed yourself, and giving yourself the opportunity to kind of dig into those demons, you know, the past, things to do with the past, etc. And you've allowed yourself to heal. You know, you've just sat and you've wished upon a star. Could be as simple as that. I'll hold this up because it's so pretty. And I think, you know, that's been a really healthy thing, and with you doing that, it has allowed you to see things from a different perspective. You know, like the hanged bear. You're able to see things from that different perspective. And then what I love about this Seven of Wands card, right, which is a kind of a, you know, it's a tricky energy, you know, that kind of a defense thing. But what it actually says on it, it says he climbed and he climbed and he climbed, and as he climbed, he sang a little song to himself. So, and obviously that's about Pooh climbing the tree to get to the honey. But what strikes me, even though I'm kind of finding this a bit fun, you know, because of the card, but it's got a serious message to it as well, Leo. You know, what is it you've been climbing? Have you been climbing that proverbial tree, or have you actually been climbing mountains? You know, or the kind of a psychological mountains that sometimes we have to, you know, kind of reach? Is it reaching for that summit that you've actually you've allowed yourself, you've been you've been given the opportunity to learn and lean into that energy to discover what it is you've had to do to get to where you want to go. And where is it you want to go, Leo? Because quite frankly, I reckon you can go wherever you like. So you can, and we've got this page of chocolate pentacles. So it's about learning things, you know. It's about learning and leaning into your physicality, because I mean, not only are you a very um emotionally and psychologically strong sign, there's an element of physical strength as well. You know, if we look at that archetype of the lion, but it's that quiet strength. There's a quiet strength. There's a loud. Sometimes, you know, there's a kind of a loud strength of a Leo, you know, and it's like that lion, and you see the mane, you know, and just the kind of emanation of strength and power. But then if you look at the kind of a softer side, there's a quiet strength to a Leo. And with this Seven of Swords, yeah, it can be known as a deception card. It's a card of Aquarius, as is the star, and that's often it's interesting how many times, cards related to the opposite sign show up in a reading for a particular sign, whatever that sign happens to be. It shows to me, that yeah, there might be a bit of circumstances where you have to be aware. You have to be aware of things that are happening to the point where it could show up as some form of deception. But you know what I think it is, Leo, more than anything else? I think there's a form of decepting yourself, because you're calling into question some things, if it's even possible, if you're capable, or it's possible for you to do these things. And really, it is possible for you to do them, Leo. It absolutely is. It's more a case of sort of a stop. It's like, what's that phrase? It's like, is it overthinking is the thief of joy or something like that? Don't allow yourself your joy to be stolen. When I'm just coming over really tired, and I reckon that you're so tired, Leo, it's almost like you just need to recharge yourself. You need to take some time to plug yourself in and recharge, because you've been really going at it, but it feels a bit frenetic. It doesn't feel like it's with a purpose. It's been very, very busy, and you've been rushing about all over the place, and you've been doing this and you've been doing that, but there doesn't seem to be any structure to it. And I think maybe this is where this Page of Pentacles comes in, learning or relearning structure, or putting structure in place if you're in a new environment, etc. There is so many Leos I know who over the summer have just basically relocated, um, in one way or another. It could be like physically moving, or moving jobs. There's been this big monumental shift, and that takes a lot out of you. And I think trying to take the structures of what was previous in your previous maybe job or your previous location, and trying to superimpose them onto where you are now, it it doesn't work, because you're in a different environment with different energies. So I think, that page, like energy for your physical surroundings, putting in place the things that you need now, so learning and developing a new way of being, new routines, new work ethics, new things, still taking the things that you have learned, because after all, this is a page, it's not an ace. So with it being Pentacles, it's your physical surroundings, or it's your finances, or it's your spiritual currency. It's like things that you need to remember, are things that you can see, touch, and feel mainly. Um, because if you don't, you will continue to feel that kind of a stressed, or you're missing out in something. And the fact that this page has got 2 sevens in either end of it makes me feel that really that's what's going on. It's like sevens are quite challenging cards. I know as challenging as the fives, but nonetheless they're challenging. So realise that. And the Seven of Wands is a card of Leo, so lean into yourself. that challenge that you're experiencing, that you're facing, you know that you can get through it. You know, you absolutely know that you can get through it. So let's clarify a couple of these cards. Let me see, where do I want to go? Well, Rabbit here, the old Seven of Pentacles, so there's another seven. The Seven of Pentacles has jumped out and it fell on top of the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Pentacles is a card of Taurus. So again, I would suggest that there's a need to bring some grounding. Some grounding and practicality is what I would suggest is required. So let's see. Where am I going to go? I want to have a look at that Seven of Wands. So we can card to understand the Seven of Wands more. Tell me about the Seven of Wands, please. Okay. The Emperor. So yeah, there's some tactical thinking required to solve the defensiveness. Some tactical thinking. There you go. Could may well be that you need an Aries as well, you know, or just need to spend some time with people at the beginning of the zodiac, because you get an Aries here, you get a Taurus there. Interesting that there isn't any other core. Well, there's, sorry, I beg your pardon. There's the Knight of Swords. So let's have a look at that Knight of Swords. Who is, what is this energy? Could may well be yourself, Leo. Doesn't have to be a Gemini. Right, we've got the Wheel of Fortune and we've got the Devil coming out again, right? So interesting pairing. And then we've got a Devil down here as well, remember? Now when you get a double devil, can you even say that, double devil? For me, that makes me feel like, and then you've got the Wheel of Fortune as well. So this double devil energy makes me feel like you really need to drill down into the things that distract you. The more difficult challenges, the more difficult choices that you need to make, the more difficult distractions, because however you deal with them will lead to the turning of the Wheel of Fortune, which feels very apt. Can you see them? Let's see. No, put them up there. And there. So yeah, they feel very apt. Okay, let's have a look at this star. It's calling to me. Let's clarify the star, please. What is the thing that's been healed? I definitely think there's still a period of healing to take place, but for the vast majority of you, you know, it's a journey that's already happening. You know, you're in the midst of it, and it's almost like you just need to take a wee pit stop. Let's see. Okay, so the star is clarified by the star. So yeah, so that healing within healing. So I think it is like that old adage, you know, once you start, you discover more and you discover more. But I think that too much reflection and too much digging deep into things can be a bit overwhelming. So be looking at it in a different way, to be a bit more bit more carefree. I feel that's what's coming to me. Being a bit more carefree and enjoying the energy, you know. So yeah, we can all spend some time looking, self-reflecting, etc., etc. But ultimately, what we do is we need to put into practice what we have learned, what we've discovered, you know. So take a break for the self-reflection, because the healing's already done. The healing is going to start taking care of itself. And you now have to start doing. Instead of sitting thinking, you need to start doing the things that you've discovered about yourself or the situation that you're in. You need to start putting it into action. So less contemplation and more thinking is what I would suggest, Leo. Okay, my darling. So have a wonderful month. I will catch up with you during the each Sunday night on your week ahead reading and the new and full moon readings. Okay. Until then, take care, darlings. Bye bye.